Hello everybody and welcome back to a very awesome episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator where we talk about the trim wheel that everybody needs. This thing is absolutely fantastic, has more features than you would expect from something as simple as a trim wheel, and truly increases the immersion experience brought to you by any of your flight simulators. So stick around. If you are interested in any of my tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator or simply interested in supporting the channel, consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides as well as any future guides that come down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below. Alright folks, so here we are. We are back with another desktop pilot product. This is their trim wheel with the indicator. Now what is very beautiful about this is with their software, it's a plugin that needs the WASM module as well as their own software running, but it is a single USB plugin or a single USB plug with the plugin and software, and then it is plug and play, meaning that you don't have to bind any buttons, you don't have to set anything up other than your comfort and zeroing the access as you desire. So first off, I'm going to talk about a few highlights. The indicator here is completely electronic, so it will respond as you see it in the sim in just a minute. And then the same thing with this button here. This knob actually adjusts the sensitivity of each of the rotations. So it doesn't change what the rotation is, but it does change the sensitivity and the input into the simulator. So that is a really nice feature. You can simply turn the knob one way. For example, if you're flying an aircraft and you find the trim, you move the trim wheel slightly and you find that input to be too strong, you simply rotate this wheel to the direction you want, press the button, and it will lock that sensitivity in place. Obviously on the inverse, if you move the trim wheel and you find that there is not enough actuation in the simulator, turn it the other direction and push the button and it locks in the new configuration. So the other beautiful part is you guys will see this right now. I know you guys can't see the aircraft yet, but let me show you how this is all going down. So as I start rotating this, notice that the indicator is moving. The indicator is not moving with the trim wheel. It is completely independent. So for example, if I were to unplug this and rotate the trim wheel, the indicator would not move at all. Okay. The other beautiful part about this is there is a tension knob or adjustment, I would say, here. And it does work with the included Allen key that comes with it. Simply put the Allen key in, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So if you find that the trim wheel moves too easily, you can tighten it. If you find that it is too difficult for you to move and you want to loosen it, simply loosen it. So very nice feature on a trim wheel. It's nice to have some sort of tension adjustment there. I'm always real big on tension adjustments with any of these kind of axes. And that's the other beautiful part is it is an axis. Okay, so it does not max out. You can roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it. And as long as you're within the confines of your indicator, you'll be able to see it. So now let me show you guys how simple this is inside the simulator. If you are looking for a well-performing and affordable head and eye tracking solution that works with both webcams and cell phones, then BeamEyeTracker is the software for you. BeamEyeTracker boasts a very simple setup and a very large list of customization options that make setting the both eye and head tracking to your desire. The eye tracking makes it very easy to glance down at gauges or look up at mirrors or maybe look over at your wingman when flying in formation, while being able to customize the head tracking to be able to turn your head as far as you wish and possibly be looking behind you at the same time. BeamEyeTracker currently supports over 200 games and simulators natively and a vast larger amount in conjunction with the freeware software OpenTrack. BeamEyeTracker can be purchased on either Steam or on their website for only $30 US, making it one heck of a bang for your buck. They also offer a free demo on Steam if you wish to try it before you buy it. Pick up your copy of BeamEyeTracker using the link down in the description below. So first thing I want to show you guys here is if we take the trim wheel and manually move it inside of the aircraft, notice that the indicator moves with it. But notice that it does have a max point. Now we can adjust that just as it would in the real aircraft. We can readjust the calibration point on the axis. So what we need to do first is I'm going to set it to 0 here. Then I'm going to come into their software. And now it should follow all the way down. So as we're at the F, you can see we're at the F here. As we roll it back up, let's get to say the E. We're just a little bit below the E, so it's not quite 1-to-1, but you guys catch the gist. Definitely a very, very neat tool. The thing that I really enjoy the most about this, though, believe it or not, is actually the tension adjustment and just the overall feel. There's absolutely no stiction in it whatsoever. The action is extremely smooth all the way through. I can do a very slow, controlled adjustment if I want, or I can rotate it nice and smooth all the way through, and you guys see not a single ounce of stiction. It just rolls very, very smooth. And that's a big kicker with these. The ability to also adjust the sensitivity is also a big kicker, because certain aircraft are going to respond differently to the trim wheel than, say, for like here we are on the Cessna 172. Now, my whole purpose in starting to build this together is I've already started 3D printing an entire framework around the Moza force feedback yoke, and then I'm going to be having all of these different units as closely as I can resembling that of a Cessna 172 or something of comparable size and power as I'm getting ready to start my PPL. I've already got my books, so I've already started reading some books, so I'm super excited about that. Little side note there, go me. But we're going to get this thing going. And so I am trying to set up something that is very close to a one-to-one representation. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to have a lot of the same features. The next thing we're going to go over is we're going to be talking about the flap switch. We have a parking brake that we're going to set up as well, and a fuel selector. So there's going to be some pretty cool things to show you guys here very, very soon. And then again, I already have parts 3D printing, so I'm really excited to show you guys this. And then when it's all done, I will be posting the full 3D printed frame on my Patreon site in case you guys would like to purchase that document or that STL. It'd be like $10, and it's not going to be anything crazy. It's just to help me out. Pilot's license here in Tucson is going to be expensive. I'm looking about 11 grand when it's all said and done. So anyways, super grateful for Desktop Pilot for sponsoring this video, and I really appreciate the fact that they've been willing to send me this equipment. So far, it has been working absolutely flawless. In the next video, we're going to start sort of bringing it all together, and I'm trying to come up with a nice way to do that. That's why we're waiting for the 3D printing to complete, where you guys can see what the entire thing brings to the picture of flight simulation. I highly recommend you guys check out their website. They have excellent instructions, perfect packaging, very nicely designed hardware and setup. The software is seamless and easy to use, and their manuals, their PDF instructions break everything down that you need to do step by step, including even being able to verify whether or not the correct modules are installed. So again, that is desktoppilot.com. Make sure that you guys at least go and take a peruse, see if there's anything there that strikes your interest. And of course, if you guys have any questions or concerns about these products, don't hesitate to reach out to me either via the channel, or the best ways to get me is on our Discord. The link to Discord is in all of my videos, so make sure that you guys check that out as well. As always, folks, stay safe and healthy. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you soon.